Right, it's proper windy today. It's blowing a gale through my house. So, 28th of March 2021. What do we need to know? Messages. Spirit players. Trying to clear the energy because I've got a private read today, and so that's on my mind. It's trying to get Astral DJ to clock in. Yeah, I don't know. It's a silly song from the 60s. I will post it later. It's something like Juicy Lucy. I'll see if I can find it because I really haven't got a clue what it is. But it's those silly songs from the 60s, like Lily the Pink. I'm sure it's something like Juicy Lucy. I shall figure that one out later. Put the clocks forward, so I'm a bit disorganised and woke up with a massive headache. So, not sure what that's all about. Keeps happening. There he is. The blue-eyed boy. Something or someone new entering your life. Perhaps a baby boy. Blue eyes. There is a separation here. Heartache, sorrow. I don't know if you can see that because of the sun. Anyway. There's not much sun, but what there is of it seems to want to be on my cards. How can a separation bring, well, happiness? The answer is yes to any question you've got. Yes. Yes. 9 months. So there may be a baby born after a split. There's a releasing a heavy burden there. Third party situation, possibly. Somebody's been juggling 2 people, or 2 jobs, 2 situations. It looks like 2 people. And unfortunately, somebody's got pregnant. Well, fortunately for one, unfortunately for another. Because it brings about a decision. So either, because of this split, either the lady who's pregnant calls it a day and is happy about it, becomes a single parent, or yeah, this is a very contradictory one. A lot of nans, so something's ready to end and you're about to release that burden. Something hasn't paid off. Something hasn't worked out how you expected it to. You put a lot of effort into it, but it's just not working. So now 3 becomes 2. But this is positive manifestation. This is you having all the tools at your disposal to make the life that you desire. No longer banging your head against a brick wall. And Spirit are happy about it. So they've had the chance. Let's see. Could be someone that works with blades, discs, cups, wood, and wears a hat. But there's no major arcanas in this at all. Just today's card. How strange. So there's a split. Something hasn't paid off, but that's alright. Your wishes and dreams are coming true. So whatever you wished for, you're getting. You may have wished for money, you'll get that, but then you may have to sacrifice love. Yeah, twice. Spirit's not messing about. This is a definite split. A split on a split. That's unusual, very unusual. Because they want you to have reciprocity. Someone who treats you as well as you treat them. Blimey, alright, this is a good turn out to be a big love read. There is a choice to be made, possibly between an older and a younger lover, or yeah, there's just a choice to be made. Those born on the 6th or the 24th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. 6 years are mentioned. Geminis, hands, arms, shoulders, communications with siblings. Again, doubled up. Wow, they're on point today. Banging your head against a brick wall, getting nowhere. And again, the yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 nines. 2 ones, 2 nines of cups. That is bringing us to a conclusion almost. A man, a fire sign man is taking action. Or any man is taking an action. There's the mother. Mother, mother-in-law, mother of your children. Pregnancy, possibly. You're divine and feminine. She is every queen in one. She is everything you could want in a woman. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's also growth, and unfortunately when Spirit talk about growth, that means pain, but you're growing as a person. Something is being illuminated. Blockages are taken out of your path. Those born on the 19th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Removing obstacles, children, travel, etc. But it's something you've been banging your head against brick walls. A legacy that a father left, and impatience. You have to excuse the boiler, I don't know why it's decided that's the new noise. Something is coming to light, perhaps about a pregnancy connected to someone born on 3rd, 30th or 19th, or 6th or 24th. Or coming to light about a situation, a choice. Yeah, options. Somebody is mourning the loss of someone, and it's mutual, they both are, because the split's there twice. Yeah, third party, definitely. Heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. For those of you that it isn't, the very few of you that it isn't a love read, this is jealousy, heartbreak, something coming between you and what you want. The choice, the Queen of Cups, the female unconditional love, and there's her partner. King and Queen of Cups, unconditional love. So why have they split then? This chapter isn't over. This chapter needs to be brought to a close. I was born on the 21st, living or past, date for your diary and address are massively important in a negative way, because there's no reciprocity. One of them is giving more than the other. The love's there, but there's no effort being put in by someone. Bad advice received or taken. Doctors, priests, lawyers. Someone not seeing clearly. Somebody very confused. Your wishes and dreams will come true. If you face this head on, there's hope, healing and freedom. 17, again, positive energy. And the 13 is the external energy. Something has to end so something new can begin. The Crow. Scorpio energy, it's about the reproductive organs and shared resources. So there is a growth somewhere here, either a baby or a new beginning. But something has to end first. You are going through a transition, becoming the butterfly. A young female, possibly a child even, doing service for you, positive energy. A male who works within the home for people, or it works within your home, is negative energy, maybe leaving your life. Someone has stolen an inheritance, or there will be no reward here. Money is not coming forwards. But there is a friend or confidant you can rely on. There's an older female as well, the matriarch of the family possibly, who is a negative energy on the family. She may be ailing, and an important male, a massively important male. This is somebody more important than like somebody of standing, a professional man. And someone may go to prison for this stealing. Or someone is in a mental prison of their own making because they've stolen something, an inheritance from someone else. there is bad news arriving or no communication whatsoever. Somebody's blocked. Time to clean it up. What did I say? It's Judgment Day. Clean up your side of the street. Don't worry about other people's messes. Just clean up your own mess. Otherwise you're going to come unstuck. Don't build blocks where you don't want to be, because you're only building yourself into that prison. 2 minutes. Don't be too stubborn. Be flexible. It's time to go to the sea. Across or to a body of water. Live in the now. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future, because the future is not promised. The past is over. You need to live your life now. Stop putting it on hold. Are you working to live or living to work? Equal reciprocity needs to be given. You need to get back what you give out. Stop protecting something that you've created with someone else. Stop sitting on the fence because of it. There is wisdom here and a soulmate. Soulmate holds the key. So, tick-tock, time's running out. The time on the clock is 7 to 8 minutes past 10. May have some meaning. So, because we've put the clocks forward, it may be already too late. I don't know what time it is now, or what time it will be when you get it. We go. Mercury goes into retrograde. I wonder when the next one is. Let's have a look at my app. So the next Mercury retrograde is important, because you may get another chance, but you have to be ready. But this tick-tock, this clock says it's over for now. 51. So 1951, maybe. Yeah, it's a decision. 2 of Swords. You can't be in denial any longer. You've got to make that decision and stick to it. There'll be no going back. Mishaps are like knives. They're either serve us or cut us as we grasp them by the blade or the handle. So James or Russell may be important. Mercury retrograde is regarded as a time when things tend to go wrong. In actuality, it marks a 3.5-week period where any important actions should be postponed. About 3 or 4 times a year, Mercury goes through a motion called retrograde, which means to go back, to retreat. But although Mercury, the planet of slippery wit, fluency and adaptability, this inner planet so close to the Sun, appears to be going backwards. So someone doesn't want to face something and he's going backwards. The retrograde movement of the planet is just an illusion, because the Earth is orbiting the Sun at a different speed than Mercury and the other planets. And it has potent effects. No planet goes retrograde as often as Mercury, because it's never more than 28 degrees from the Sun. And that's what today's card is, the 28th. And because of this, it has given us the dubious phase that when something goes awry, many exclaim, "Oh, Mercury must be retrograde." Mercury isn't a predictable planet going along its normal direct path anyway, but once it goes retrograde, it's akin to trying to drive a car backwards. All things ruled by Mercury suddenly begin to wobble and go off kilter. However, if you're a writer, when Mercury is retrograde, it's the perfect time to revise your writings. Mercury is the counterpart of Hermes, the Greek Olympian god of sly trickster, who is not only big on pranks but also false moves. So somebody's made a false move. He's the god of transition and roads and boundaries, and it's time to put your boundaries in place. The very name Hermes has to do with speech and implies he's a translator. Mercury as Hermes conveys information. When the information comes to us wrongly, so there may have been some crossed wires here. Because Mercury unpredictable retrograde motion, nothing seems to go right. Firstly, when this card comes up in a reading, back up all your equipment, your computers, cell phones, numbers and address book, and anything to do with technology or mechanics. Electrical appliances purchased at this time may end up needing to be returned. Any sales items will often turn out to be a massive dud. Don't make the mistake of purchasing a vehicle at this time either. If you are to have your vehicle repaired, expect making another visit to the shop to have something revised or corrected. How long will this period last? When Mercury retrograde card comes up, give the matter 1 week and then ask this question again. You will want to go careful over any contract you sign and check any emails or letters you send. If you're about to leave on a trip, leave early because you must expect unusual delays to occur, and make sure you have clothing for all types of weather because the temperature and conditions is likely to change. Well, it has today. Mundane matters aside, retrograde planets are said to be more empathic, and that means that strangely we are more silently and internally keyed in to the energies. This causes unusual and fated meetings and occurrences to happen. You may meet up with someone you haven't seen in years at a most unexpected place. You may have a conversation with someone with whom you've only superficially relationship with, when suddenly you connect to that person, causing a much deeper rapport. If you're asking about the strengthening of relationship, this is not a good time, especially to get married, but it's an excellent time to renew your vows. It is not a good time to initiate divorce or end a relationship though, considering how soon Mercury moves forward again, because if you do, then the relationship will soon move forward again too. If you're feeling hopeless and worried about a relationship is never going to work, the Mercury retro card is actually a good one to turn to in a reading. It means there is more than what you know about the situation at this current time, and that the possibility of the relationship getting back on its legs and moving ahead is likely. It is also a fortuitous time to connect with a lover from the past. It is a time to revise, reinvent and renew. There will be glitches, screw-ups, miscommunications, carelessness, cancellations, misunderstandings, unfavourable time for explaining or solving arguments, eruptions of quarrels, mechanical failures, missed flights, faulty computers, difficulties, reaching a decision, poor judgment, mistaken purchases, unfavourable time to launch a business, fixing what is broken, a job accepted, not turning out as planned, life slowing down, contemplation changes, and unforeseen changes in schedule, revision, reinvention. This is about blunders, cancellations, unexpected failures, and getting off track. Somebody definitely has. You need to sort yourself out. Don't worry about other people, but make sure that you're cleaning up your side of the street. You're not going backwards, and that you've made your choice and you're going to stick to it. There'll be no change in your mind after this. Thanks for listening.